Hey everybody, I hope you're doing great and this finds you happy and whole. I want to thank everyone who's part of the community. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you'll ever know. But let's get on into it. Today, I just want to talk about drawing closer to God. I know for me, um, normally when there's a shift happening in your life, right? And sometimes it might be a shift where the storm is coming. And I've been on the side of that and when the storm is coming and you're thinking like, wow, it just might be a little taste of something and you just feel it in your gut like, okay, things are about to turn. Or sometimes it can be the season of the shift where the things you've been dreaming of, your vision, it you can see things are starting to shift in your life, and most of the times we're at either of those places or sometimes in the middle. But drawing closer to God is something that no matter what season you're in, you're going to be blessed. And so I'm just going to share some of the things that I've done in both of those seasons that really have been helpful to me. These are some things that I'm actually doing right now. So I would recommend when you wake up, start the day before you do anything, just having some time to pray and having some time for meditation. I find that that brings so much clarity to where when things do happen, because life right, that you're centered. You're more centered because you started your day focused on God, right? And then also, as you make that your habit to where you're doing that prayer, doing that meditation, you're going to get some clarity about things. And then it helps you in scheduling your day to where a lot of times we're just so busy and we're doing things that's all it is busy. It's not the things that's gonna propel us forward in the vision that God has for us. So I found that just having that time in prayer and meditation really helps you to stay centered and focus on the work that God has for you. Another thing that is really helpful for me is writing, um, utilizing a prayer journal, game changer. And then if you're like me, sometimes you pray about a thing and you may forget. If we're honest, you may pray about something and forget. So having that journal just helps you remember um, all the things God has done for you, right? And so you have that muscle to know that just like every other time something was going on, God saw you through, He'll do it again. He has a 100% success rate. And I'll be sure I do have a prayer journal, Kneeling at the Throne, and I'll be sure to um, put the link for that in this video description. But just writing out those prayers is really um, cathartic. It When we write, it just releases some hormones in our body that helps us in becoming more peaceful. Um, Helps with lowering anxiety, feelings of depression. Writing just has so many benefits. So If you don't have a prayer journal or just a journal, I highly recommend getting one and getting started with writing out those prayers. Um, Last, certainly not least, getting into community with believers, other people of faith who can encourage you and be of support to you, because God didn't design us to carry all this weight by ourselves. Um, that was the whole reason Eve was made. Because he said it wasn't good for man to be alone, and so he made Eve as a companion. So get in community, get like-minded people where you guys can support one another on the faith walk. I would love to hear what some things you're doing to draw closer to God, because we are living in times to where we definitely need God to keep us going, to help us to have a sound mind. So I would love to hear some things you're doing and drawing closer to God. If I can be of support to you, please feel free to reach out. If you have any questions, feel free to share it in the comments. If it's a question that's of a private nature, feel free to email me. And as always, I am wishing you love, health, and happiness. Until next time, stay blessed.